Hello YouTube, this is my new channel. I had several channels in the past. Completely irrelevant to this one, so I'm not even going to bother to link it. This one when I was much younger. I'm 18 years old now. Um, Got out of long-term residential treatment not too long ago. About 3 months ago. Which, by the way, sucks fucking horribly. If you've never, I doubt, there's probably like less than 1% of the population has ever been there, so I'm not even going to assume this. But it's really fucking horrible. I have a long history of psychiatric problems, but that's okay. That's for another video, which I might share eventually. I don't really know. I don't really care right now. I'm not even tired. It's 2 in the fucking morning, and I've been up since for that long. I've been up since like maybe like 10, 11. But um, it's mainly the fact that I'm just an insomniac in general. Um, Basically, what it is going on is that I want to talk about how, I don't know, I'm just going to ramble, I think. I like rambling. Maybe whatever the fuck I want is my channel. Basically, sort of thing. You can request a video. I might not make it. I probably will, because I have nothing better to do with my life. And I'm bored as shit right now. But, yeah. Anyways. You know who Satanic International is? Or the Satanic Network. It's the same guy, but he has 2 channels. Anyways, I was watching his videos not too long ago. And basically, he has a lot of videos about LSD and drugs in general. His days when he was a cocaine dealer and when he was dropping lots of acid. And I thought it was really interesting videos. They intrigued me. But I thought that some of the information in them was mostly correct. Once in a while, it was incorrect. I'd say 99%. But other than that, he has really phenomenal videos. And that was a completely unbiased statement. If you notice, that's brought evidence for both sides. It was an unbiased statement. So if you could, go check him out. It's pretty fantastic. The Satanic Network. It's all one word, or Satanic International. It's also all one word. Yes, he is a Satanist. But I don't think too many people watching pot videos really are super close-minded. I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyway, Satanism is not what you think. I'm not a Satanist personally. I wouldn't consider myself one. Some people might consider me one, but I do not consider myself a Satanist. However, I have no problem with the ideology, and I actually think some of its points are very, very valid. Anyways, I want to talk about psychedelics, and I think they're proponents in the future of medicine. Anyways, psychedelics. If you don't know what they do, basically a psychedelic would be anything like LSD, marijuana is a psychedelic, mushrooms, aka psilocin, they're both in mushrooms, DMT. You ever heard of people licking toads? Yes, that's DMT. That's actually probably the rarest way to get DMT. I mean, it's much more common in plenty of other things besides toads. What would it be, Colorado something toad, Colorado River toad or something like that. It's fucking like the rarest fucking animal you can fucking find. It's some random fucking animal that some Indian found and was like, and then it was like, anyways, you can get it anywhere. It's super fucking illegal. Like, minimum sentence for any amount of DMT found in your person is a minimum. You could have more DMT naturally occurring in your body than is found on you to get a minimum of 5 years in prison. Any amount of DMT found on you is a minimum of 5 years in prison. And a maximum of 15 years in prison. At the lowest amount. That's the lowest tier of punishment for that drug. Which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. DMT has been used for more than 10,000 years without adverse effects on people. By shamans, pretty much all across the world. It occurs pretty much all across the world in plants and animal species. It occurs in every mammal, including humans. It is about, I estimate, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm thinking somewhere around 1 gram of DMT in your body right now. That might be a high estimate. Okay, we'll go with about half a gram. Half a gram, the dosage on DMT normally is about, a high dose would be about 60 milligrams. Threshold, I'd say, is about 5 milligrams. And that's smoked, by the way. Smoked, by the way. So, and if you know anything about DMT, it completely distorts your sense of time. And it's what makes you dream. It's the chemical that makes you dream. And it's released in very, very small quantities during REM stage of sleep. And that's what makes you dream at night. So yeah. There are several other drugs, and it has absolutely no potential for addiction. It doesn't even produce tolerance. And if it doesn't produce tolerance, that means it has no negative, that means it can't have any physical effects on your body, only psychological. So if it has no physical effects on your body, it can't be physically addictive. It's physical. If something doesn't produce tolerance, there's absolutely no way it can be physically addictive. And you think that'd be an oxymoron because most psychedelics produce a profound physical tolerance, or profound tolerance, but they don't affect your body physically. You'd have to research pharmacology. It's kind of a strange pharmacology concept. But in general, anything that can produce tolerance can produce a physical withdrawal. Just in general. LSD, yes, if you take massive amounts of LSD every day for a month and then stop, you will withdraw. I mean, the amount you're going to withdraw and how unpleasant it is, probably not too extreme. However, it is physically possible to withdraw. So if they say marijuana is physically addictive, yes, they are technically correct. But you'd have to be smoking like 15 to 20 joints a day with no tolerance and then stop after a month of that to have any really bad withdrawal. And that's fucking ridiculous. If you've ever smoked pot 15, 20 joints a day, you'd have much worse problems than withdrawing on 15. That's like 15 to 20 joints a day. A joint's at least like $5 of weed. So that's like $100 a day of weed. At least. And that's like a small, I mean, that's like a smallish joint. That's fucking insane. So, yeah. On top of that, so DMT is pretty much the only psychoactive substance that I can think off the top of my head that has no tolerance. Which means that it's doing nothing in your body physically, which means it can't be damaging anything. It only has psychological effects, and they're only temporary, and it's naturally occurring in every single mammal, so we know that it can't be really doing anything really too bad for your body. Okay, now that we set that off, I mean, that's just a common fucking sense thing. I mean, it's in your body in every fucking animal. It can't be doing much damage to it if it's naturally occurring in your body. Okay, that's one thing. Second, it is the most, I dare to say it's the most psychoactive compound in the entire planet. Not potency-wise, but effect-wise. If you've ever done DMT, it makes you hallucinate, to say the least. It makes you trip, to say the very least. That is an understatement. Essentially, you have 15 minutes that your perspective of time is gone for at least 15 minutes. You average about 15 minutes. You have no concept of time. Okay, time does not exist on DMT. The first thing you do when you do DMT is that you learn that time is a completely fictitious thing that humans came up with. It does not exist. It only applies to a three-dimensional world that we live in. Other than that, time does not fucking exist. It's a completely irrelevant concept in the world. Except for this one. In every other world, it'd be completely irrelevant. You realize that there's probably more than one dimension of existence in this world. And that third thing, and this is probably the most profound thing you realize, is that, in general, these are three things you really realize in general. You realize, this is from any intense experience, psychedelic experience. You realize that you're more than just human. Does that make sense? You realize that you're a spiritual being. At least, this is what I get from most people. I've never personally done DMT. I'm going to stop there. But however, DMT, most people realize from DMT that they're spiritual beings having a human experience, not the other way around. Anyways, this is 9:50. I gotta cut it off. I'll probably make another video tonight.